Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. What an August it's been so far. The exceptional heat for some areas at first, followed by last week's hit and miss thunderstorms that brought flash flooding to some areas. And now, over the next few days, a taste of autumn as Storm Ellen brings unusually strong winds for the middle of August. As well as the strong winds, we've got a mixture of sunny spells and showers. And next week, the weather stays highly changeable. But on the whole, well, it will be a little quieter and certainly a lot less windy compared to the next few days. Now, the winds at the moment wouldn't look out of place in January, but it's August. The trees are in full leaf, a lot of people travelling around the country, heading to coasts, camping, outdoor activities. So, of course, winds like this at this time of year are of more concern. And an August storm, whilst not unprecedented, is fairly unusual. It's the result of a sharp temperature contrast across the Atlantic, an ideal breeding ground for areas of low pressure, and a helping hand from the jet stream high above the Atlantic, which at the moment is unusually powerful, helping to spin up an area of low pressure and send it towards the Republic of Ireland, where Met Éireann are expecting the strongest of the winds Wednesday night, and that's why they named it Storm Ellen. But for Northern Ireland, Western Scotland, West Wales and the far southwest, we're also expecting some very strong winds Wednesday night and into Thursday. Gales in places, 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts inland and 65 around exposed coasts and hills. Potential to cause impacts, of course, at this time of year, yellow warnings in force. The heavy rainfall that we've seen affecting southern parts of the UK during Wednesday will also be clearing its way northwards, helping to clear quite quickly because of the strong winds, finally out of the way from the north of Scotland around the middle of Thursday, but soon replaced by sunny spells and scattered heavy showers. These heavy showers also containing some very lively winds, but the winds easing a little bit around the middle part of the day. And for East Anglia in the southeast, largely avoiding the strongest of the winds and the heavy showers, so staying mostly sunny here with temperatures still managing to reach the mid-20s. But our attention later Thursday turns to the west again, where a very active feature will move in. Again, heavy rainfall through a short space of time, perhaps even some hail and thunder in places, and the winds ramping up again into western parts of the country through the night before spreading into much of England and Wales for Friday itself. And it's across much of England and Wales where the strongest of the winds will be on Friday. 50 mile per hour wind gusts, I should say, inland. And again, the potential to cause impacts from those wind gusts. If you're heading to the coast during the next few days, just be aware that it could be dangerous sea conditions at times. So, a very blustery day to come on Friday with further heavy showers to come, especially across parts of England and Wales. But I think the far southeast, largely avoiding the very strongest of the winds and the showers. And again, still some warmth here. A little quieter for Scotland and Northern Ireland. But for all areas, we're going to see low pressure pull away through the weekend, a showery northwesterly airflow, and much cooler air will spread in from the northwest towards the southeast, bringing temperatures back to around, if not below average, in many places. Scattered showers, I think, for most areas on Saturday. Again, the odd rumble of thunder, especially across northern parts of the country. By Sunday, cooler air once again spreading its way southeastwards, temperatures only in the mid to high teens, perhaps 20 in the far south, and a mixture of sunny spells and showers, particularly for central parts of the country with the far north and the far south largely staying dry. But it all settles down a little bit later on Sunday, brief ridge of high pressure, clearing skies, perhaps even a chilly start on Monday. A bright start though, especially in the east, before the cloud and the rain spreads in from the west once again during Monday, albeit fairly slowly. Now this rain is ahead of an area of low pressure, the next one lined up to come our way. But if we zoom out, you'll see some differences between this area of low pressure and the low pressure that we're seeing over the next few days. The first is that it's got fewer isobars, so it'll be less windy. And that's because the jet stream is, on the whole, weaker next week. And the temperature contrast across the Atlantic isn't quite so distinct. And so those factors mean that areas of low pressure next week won't be quite as nasty as the ones we're expecting over the next couple of days. More typical for the time of year. If we fly across the Atlantic, you can see what's lined up to come our way through next week. There's another area of low pressure that's just leaving Canada on Monday. It takes much of the week to arrive on our shores, but by the end of next week, we're expecting that area of low pressure to approach. In between, some hints of high pressure in between those two areas of low pressure. And so I think around the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, The weather settling down a little as low pressure pulls away, leaving a mixture of sunny spells and showers, but many areas turning drier, albeit on the cool side. And then towards the end of next week, the next area of low pressure is starting to approach from the west. It may take some time though, but it will eventually bring more spells of rain. So changeable look for next week, but much less windy compared to the next few days. And although there will be some rain around, it does look like it will be a bit drier around the middle of next week. A quieter end to August, but it's certainly be a lively start, and you can stay up to date with the wind over the next few days. You can stay up to date by following the Met Office on social media. We will keep you updated right here. Bye-bye.